This is PM Turner, here to introduce a new series on Old Hat Cinema. The new series is entitled Teen Talk on Classic Criterion, and the idea behind the series is it'll be a series of discussions where I sit down with certain of my teenage friends after they have borrowed a Criterion film from my collection, and they view it, and then we discuss it. We talk about how they think that these classic Criterion films hold up in the 21st century, and their viewpoint as a modern-day teenager talking about a classic film. And for those of you who may not be in the know, the Criterion Collection is an ongoing series of films that are taken and restored if need be, and released in extremely high-quality products. So today's episode is going to be about Gregory LaCava's My Man Godfrey, spine number 114. Okay, well, welcome to Old Hat Cinema, Yanna. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, we're discussing the 1936 screwball comedy, My Man Godfrey, which was directed by Gregory LaCava and stars William Powell and Carole Lombard. So, to begin with, what did you think of the acting?
I thought the acting was really good, honestly. It was a lot more, raw and natural than a lot of acting in movies nowadays. Not saying that the actors nowadays are bad, but, it's very different, I feel like. But it was good.
Okay. Good answer. And so, as a modern teenager, what did you think of that insane classic screwball comedy style?
The style of it was definitely interesting. It wasn't necessarily stuff that I laughed at, because I don't know if it's really my type of humor, but I thought it was still funny, and I can perceive it. I can understand the jokes and everything, and I thought it was good.
Gotcha. And so do you think people your age, or any age for that matter, would still enjoy this movie today?
A select audience would. I feel like if you're into classics and stuff, then you probably would, but I don't know. I think it depends on the person.
Gotcha. Alright, so we're going to take the next couple minutes here for you to discuss your notes with us and just your unvarnished opinions with no input from me.
Okay.
So have at it.
Okay. I thought the conversations were very witty. It was obviously written very well. Whoever wrote it knew what they were doing. I was very impressed by the acting, like I said, by the actors and the actresses. It was very, very good. And like I said, very natural and good. I thought some opinions on the characters in it. I was very confused by the character Carlo.
I feel that.
It was so confusing. And then it was just secondhand embarrassment the whole time with Irene, because she was throwing herself on him the whole entire time, and that was pretty embarrassing. And then the end, I didn't really like the end.
Okay.
It just, the whole movie, it felt like Godfrey didn't like her, and so it didn't make sense. I didn't feel any, romantic tension or anything between them the whole time.
So you think the chemistry was a bit lacking between the two?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it was just a confusing end.
Okay, I get that. And for you film buffs out there, the reference that Yanna made to the character of Carlo, he was played by Misha Aur, who, if you think he was crazy in My Man Godfrey, check him out as Mr. Kolenko, then you can't take it with you. So I'll finish up with a couple questions. So did you notice anything in particular about this film that makes it so different from modern movies?
That's a hard one. I think that the comedy, obviously the humor in it, that was a lot very different than movies nowadays. The writing was different too, and it kind of gave a lesson, I feel like, and I feel like that's pretty lacking in a lot of movies these days.
Amen.
Yeah.
Lastly, My Man Godfrey was, of course, filmed in black and white. Did this either hinder or enhance your viewing experience in any way?
I didn't really notice. Honestly, it felt like any other movie. So,
okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Thank you, Yanna. Appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. At this time, I would like to contribute some of my own thoughts and responses to some of the comments that Yanna made. As to My Man Godfrey appealing to a select audience, I think she's got a point. Interestingly enough, I have known classic film fans who loved it, and classic film fans who hated it. Although it appealed widely to audiences of the 1930s and 40s, and continues to appeal to people like me today, It does appear that the screwball comedy is somewhat of an acquired taste now. But alas, perhaps this is the result of too much poorly written CGI-packed drivel, causing today's audiences to lack the intelligence required to appreciate the razor-sharp wit of screwballism. As far as William Powell's chemistry with Carole Lombard goes, I think that they worked well together overall, but of course, it was only with Myrna Loy that William Powell had that spark that caused the phenomenon in the Thin Man series. Bottom line is, I think my friend Yanna was successfully able to objectively watch and discuss this important classic film, and I think she spoke intelligently and did a good job. Over the course of the next several months, as I do more Teen Talk on Classic Criterion episodes, we will see how some of my other friends react to more important classic films, and it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. As always, this is your host, PM Turner. Please remember to step on the like button and subscribe to Old Hat Cinema. Thank you for watching.